Hello everyone, I'm Padmini Arhant, author and presenter padminiarhant.com, prakriti.padminiarhant.com. I welcome you all to the topic that is something different, unlike the issues that I normally discuss in my presentation. This topic is common, and almost all of you out there must be and should be familiar with what I'm about to discuss. This is a topic that is close to many people's heart, and as I said, everyone goes through this in their life in a positive way or in a negative manner. Anyways, I guess enough of suspense. What I'm about to talk about is success. That is right, success. Success is something that everybody in life aims for success. It may not necessarily be big goals, dreams, aspirations, as many do. They do have ambitions. These are very ambitious people who set themselves on a course. They want to, pursue their dreams. They have goals that are quite significant, but at the same time, to others it might look like, is it even possible? This could just merely be a dream and never turn into reality. So there are, people who are highly ambitious, and they have goals in their life, and they pursue those goals and dreams in life. If they make it, and when they make it, that is success, right? That is something that they will be proud of, and they should be. But at the same time, it all depends on how that success is achieved in life. There are many ways to achieve success in life. Just like you are about to set yourself on a journey, and then you're about to travel, and then you are trying to figure out which route would you be opting for, would you be choosing um, uh, to reach your destination. Similarly, success in life um, is um, is something that people have different ways and means to achieve that success in life. What success does in life? Is success always very important in life? How do you achieve that success? What do you do with that success? Should success be the significant um, characteristic of your identity, your personality? Is it something that those who are not successful in life, or are they to be isolated? Are they to be rejected in society? And these are the issues that I'm going to touch base today, and I am going to talk about this magical word called success. Most people want to be successful in life. I mean, who wouldn't like to be successful in whatever they do? They want to be successful. They want to get somewhere in life. If they have goals in life, they certainly want to achieve them without too many hardships and challenges. But then success also doesn't just come by naturally. To some, yeah, success it comes on a platter to them, simply because they are um, their inheritance, or their background, their personal uh, uh, profile. All of that has got to do with this kind of success being offered on a platter. But by and large, success doesn't come along um, and and say that here I am, um, accept me. It doesn't happen like that. um, and success is something that one has to strive for. Success, one has to work hard, one has to excel, if not, um, pursue and persevere in their goals. This is something that are expected when anyone is aiming for success in life. What I would like to highlight on today's in this topic is that success is something that um, brings happiness, glory, fortune, power. So many things accompany success. But then success is also, in a way, has its own drawbacks and disadvantages as well, which I will highlight in the course of my discussion. This is something that one has to understand when they are aiming for success in life. What will they do with that success when they are successful in life? How would they use that success? How are they going to um, make that success not only work for them, but also help others in being successful? um, does it really happen? And if that happens, um, that kind of success would be more um, collective achievement. For someone is successful, and then they are there trying to help as many people as possible in achieving their dreams as well. But then there are others who do not want to share their success with any, or many people in life. So there are different attributes when we talk about success. What success does to people, human psyche, human character, and how success is um, acknowledged and utilized. That is very important, how success is utilized in life. So these are all the issues that I'm going to talk about in my topic, and I hope this is going to help as many people out there who might be thinking about uh, becoming successful in life, and wondering what to do about it and how to achieve that success. I mean, I do not have any magic formula to say, but then success is something that requires commitment, uh, uh, serious commitment, sincerity, and at the same time, perseverance, um, uh, character. Human character is also equally important, besides intellect and strength and ability to perform, and at the same time willingness to endure that is so critical, willingness to endure hardships, no matter how difficult that might be. So, in order to achieve success, one has to be prepared, to face anything in life. um, I uh, I'm also about to share my views and thoughts on this important uh, topic, success. As I said, this is something that is very close to everyone's heart. For somehow or another, everybody is aiming for success in whatever they do. Whatever little or big things they might be involved in life, they want to achieve, or they want to be successful. If they get it right, you can see the expression on their face, and how delighted are they. And there is, they feel that they have been able to do something, even if it's a matter of fixing something, or if it's something that they have been trying to do for quite some time, and they couldn't figure out, but then they somehow managed to achieve that, and that is success. And the joy that they experience when that happens is something that is common, and at the same time people can relate to that kind of experience, because, as I said, at some point in life, everybody experience success in whatever they do. As I said, doesn't have to be something phenomenal and significant. Whatever little things, or any other anything that you are involved in, that you um, endeavor to do in life, and you're able to do it, and you achieve that, and that is a success. And so this is something that is common, that is a general experience for all. And at the same time, not everyone, again, not everyone is fortunate to achieve success in life. There are many who strive very hard. They work very hard, and still, success doesn't come along, much to their, anxiety, frustration, and so on. And some do they give up, for they feel that this is not something they are meant to achieve in life, and they just become hopeless. They kind of sway in different direction, and that is despair, and not being able to promote themselves, or able to convince themselves that success doesn't just come along naturally. Success is demands lot of characteristics in human, besides commitment, and being able to dream. One has to also be prepared to go through hardships in life in order to achieve success. And again, as I said, there are different ways and means to achieve success. Some go through in a manner that is definitely admirable. That is, they achieve success entirely on their own hard work, their commitment, their own contribution, and they strive really hard. They face a lot of struggles and challenges in life, but still they never give up until they feel that they are successful in their respective goals and dreams in life. But then, at the same time, there are also others who feel that uh, they need to be successful anyhow, somehow. Doesn't matter, what kind of approach they take in life. You know, I'm sure, you might know many without me having to name names, um, how they have done it in their life, how they make it big in their life. This is something that is similar to setting yourself on a journey. That is, you're about to travel somewhere and you have a destination in mind. You want to travel and make sure that you reach that destination. But then, when you're trying to set yourself on this path, your travel path, then I'm sure there are different approaches. That is, you can go through different ways and different um, options that are available. Some choose to stay on a course that will lead them without having to, compromise, or um, um, without making themselves um, ignore and reject the normal, the normal path that are usually available. But then, what I'm trying to say is, success is achieved either through hard work, sincerity, and importantly, honesty, integrity. um, that is something that would be expected in human character. But then there are many who um, choose to achieve success in a different way, and that is by any means, regardless of how that approach and the means turn out to be um, uh, less, or rather, um, uh, character wise, if we really think about it, it might be something that is not along the ethical lines. They really don't care whom they use and abuse, whom they deprive in terms of the opportunity, and they just want to ram over, and then all that they care about is getting reaching the destination they have in mind. That is why I brought up this analogy of travel. That is, when you're about to travel somewhere and you have the destination in mind and you want to go somewhere, there are always different routes, path available to people, but then it depends on which one you choose to reach your destination. The ones who go through any path, and all that they care about is them arriving at their desired destination is all that matters. And in the process, if they have hurt anyone, if they have rammed over anyone, if they have uh, knowingly and willingly caused any harm, they don't really care about it. For all that they are concerned about is them reaching their destination. In my view, that kind of success um, do not even fit into the definition of success. When anyone tries to um, reach somewhere in their life, and they don't really um, give any importance to character in terms of how they're going to reach that success in life, and they all that they think about is whom we can make use of, and whom we can get rid of if they appear to be an obstacle to them. And then so this is something that that happens all the time, and more so in the contemporary era. For there is vigorous competition, and competition is not something that people who are in that category, where they feel that they have to achieve success anyhow, somehow, even if that means, as I said, running over people, and sidelining them, or if they were to make them disappear, or if they think that they should not even be there. For these people, competition really is a tough situation. Competition is something that they are not comfortable with, for they feel that competition means, they there are others who are challenging them, there are other contenders, um, so they want that to be stifled, and they do everything in their ability to remove competition in life. And when that happens, I feel that that kind of um, uh, goals, that kind of strategy is is not even um, contributing to real success. For the means that have been adopted to achieve that kind of success, obviously is not something that is admirable, that is that could be regarded um, um, ethical, or or fairness, that something that they have been able to exhibit their real talent, and they without hurting or harming anyone, they were able to do what they wanted to do, and there they are, they were able to reach their goals. um, there, yes, there are some who are able to do that, and as I said, that kind of achievement is indeed commendable. But then that is not always happens, that is not how it always happens. For, as I said, for many, when they view success, all that they think about is, what can I do to eliminate uh, challengers, contestants, or whomever they consider a hindrance. If they think that anyone or anything that is going to hinder their success, then they would go to any strength, any level to eliminate those obstacles, those anything that is going to cause obstruction on their path. Now, when I also talk about success, I feel that success is something that everyone aims for, and in their daily life, and even otherwise, when they are setting themselves on in a career, in their profession, in their respective occupation. They want to be successful. They want to be able to achieve um, their dreams, their aspirations. So, as I said, this is something that varies from individual to individual. Like as I said, there are some who go through the channel where they think that their hard work, their commitment, their perseverance, um, without um, being concerned about the challengers and whomever they consider to be their rivals. They would um, uh, keep heading in their direction and achieve their goals. And that kind of success obviously is honorable. That is something that that usually accompanies benevolence for uh, those who achieve that kind of success. They share their success with others and help others in being successful in life. I also want to share my thoughts um, on this topic with college students. For right now, the season is graduation season, and I would like to um, share the joy and pride that I experience in my life, considering that I have my youngest who's graduating in a matter of time, in a couple of days, and um, and 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 as much as I am proud of my son's achievements, um, uh, academic achievements, and even otherwise, I'm sure there are many out there, college students who are about to graduate. I would like to extend my congratulations to all of you who are graduating in your respective courses, uh, educational institutions, from your educational institutions. And I would like to share my views on this critical topic, success. For I'm sure when you are graduating now, that is a success. You're experiencing success um, uh, based on your hard work, your performance, your um, uh, your aspirations to do this course, and you have obviously have your own plans and dreams to become something, to do something in life, to have a career um, after uh, your graduation, and some might be going for further studies and so on. But whatever plans and whatever dreams that you may have, um, obviously, you aim to be successful in those achievements, in those endeavors in life. And what does it require to be successful in life? Let us think about it. Does success just is offered on a platter to all? If that happens, that would be wonderful. But again, um, um, uh, nobody would even uh, give much importance to success. Anything that comes along naturally, that comes along without any struggles or challenges, is usually taken for granted, don't you think? Um, Let me say this: there are many for whom success has been offered on a platter due to their background, their inheritance, family inheritance, power, fortune, name, and what have you. So to those people, without having to struggle too much in their life or at all, without having to go through any problems and the painful uh, uh, steps that one has to follow when you're trying to pursue your dreams. To those people who just happen to inherit um, uh, entirely due to their family, name or background, or their um, their um, um, fortune. uh, to them, success is, in a way, it's not a success, it's almost a something that is granted as an entitlement. um, and then there are a majority who do have to go through extraordinary um, uh, extraordinary experience in life in order to get wherever they want to be in life. That is a majority, I would say. A majority of people in the world, when they want to do something, they do have to be prepared to endure anything that comes along. And some of them are quite determined. They are ambitious, and at the same time, they have a lot of courage and self confidence, and without relying on uh, too much or external support. They depend on their own ability, their talent, their knowledge, and they strive to be successful in their goals and aspirations in life. And I definitely respect that approach for um, the joy and the uh, experience that you gain when you go through challenges only makes you stronger. And um, um, and at the same time, life also offers valuable lessons along the way. As long as you're able to learn from those lessons and improve yourselves, that's what really makes any success worthwhile. And at the same time, you're able to utilize that success not only to benefit yourself, but also others in life. Now, that kind of success, in my view, is a collective achievement. That is an individual success becoming a collective experience, is something is uh, uh, extraordinary, that usually attracts um, not only attention, but also um, the there is a precedence, a model for others, to follow suit. So they say that, well, so and so, did something, and they were able to share their success with others, so others could benefit as well. I mean, that kind of attitude, approach, um, goes without saying that uh, falls into benevolence, and something that they want to do for others. When they think that when they were able to do something, they want to share that with others, which is um, uh, always a welcoming characteristic in people when they have it. And for their they want to sincerely help others having achieved something, they want to pass it on to others, known or unknown, and they want to see others also be successful in life. But then there are others, as I have just said, um, who have a different approach in life. You know, they don't really care about the proper channel or um, ethics and propriety and so on. They want to get where they want in their life, regardless of how they reach that milestone. Um, Even if that means ramming over people and hurting and harming others and using and abusing others, um, uh, and at the same time with no remorse, regrets, this kind of behavior usually they do not have any um, grievances for for their conduct, for they feel that all is fair. Yeah. When you're aiming to be powerful, famous, rich in life, it doesn't matter how you achieve them, as long as you have them. That's what matters. I mean, I would say to those young minds who are now about to set into the world, you might be, as I said, whatever your dreams are. This is my address to the college students throughout United States and wherever you are in the world. When you have the education, when you gain knowledge about anything that is any particular field or anything in life, and you want to benefit from that knowledge, and you have that knowledge um, providing you the ability to perform, so that you can be successful in um, in making a fortune, or in living a very comfortable life. And again, that goes for power and fame and what have you. Then the thing is, when you are seeking such um, goals in life, it is important to see how you're going to achieve that success. As I said, you have to see yourself as a traveler. Everyone is a traveler, by the way. When you are in this physical form, and you're in the world, you are a traveler. You keep traveling, right from the time you exist. You keep traveling. That is, you go through several stages in life, several phases in life, and uh, every time you go through that, there is an experience as well. I mean, good or bad. Nonetheless, you experience life, and you're supposed to learn from that experience. You're supposed to use that experience to improve yourselves, to make yourselves better at in what you're doing, as long as they are positive, they are productive and peaceful. That is something that I would like to emphasize. For there is so much of the uh, aspirations that are there, but then you know it, it's kind of like being in a jungle, and they are so attracted or distracted with the noise, with the wilderness, and the uh, the darkness, um, and for it demands um, courage. It demands human character. Human character comes to light when you are in your when you set yourself, and you're um, on your way to do something, whether it be a career, whatever profession that you embark on, whatever dreams that you have in life. you know when you really see yourself, you just say that, well, there are so many options that are available in order to be successful. How am I going to be successful? Should I go the right way, or the crooked way? So yeah, there are shortcuts available. There are yeah, different methods, different I mean, various strategies also um, become an option. But then it is entirely up to an individual how they want to use that their um, knowledge, their intelligence, in order to be successful in life. What I'm trying to say is that you know whatever dreams that you may have in life, um, don't place yourself in a situation where um, um, you are forced to think that you should not have taken that approach. But the problem is that when people are focused on success, as I said, that is the trend. The general trend right now, unfortunately, is um, achieve success by any means. Doesn't matter how you achieve success. You can be successful anyhow, somehow, no matter what you do in the process, whom you use and abuse, whom you hurt and harm, and whom you deprive of their opportunity, and whom you um, make them pay for what you are hoping for and what you want to gain in life. I mean, uh, in a way, such strategy is nothing more than a nefarious strategy that is making them um, believe that um, success is what is important. Um, uh, the the approach, the what kind of formula you use is not relevant, as long as you get the result. So that is something that is the trend, unfortunately. And in the process, when anything that is achieved in that manner is uh, reviewed, not necessarily by them who have used that approach or that method to achieve success in life. um, uh, you know uh, to others who can see what they can see, you can tell that that kind of success is hardly a success, for it has not been achieved in a manner that one should be proud of, or in terms of integrity, honesty, and at the same time sharing their ability to help others and make others be successful as well, or at least alleviate others problems however they can, rather than using and utilizing them for their own personal gains and success in life. So this is the typical character for many who achieve um, where they want to achieve, whatever they want to achieve. For they really do not care how many people they deprive, or how many of them they deny the opportunity, and they go out of their way. I mean, if they are successful, having become successful, what they also uh, endeavor is, nobody else should be in that position. That is, they want to make sure that it's always them who have to, be dominant, who have to be prominent, and they do not want to see anyone else. In other words, such people, they fear competition. There is also a great deal of insecurity in them, and insecurity, in a way, um, uh, is a serious um, um, character problem for those who are insecure in life, especially the ones who are successful and yet they are extremely insecure. They are usually lacking in self-esteem, self-confidence, and they always compare themselves with others, and that is how they arrive at the conclusion that whoever they seem to be their competitor is going to be a threat to their position. So they go out of their way to make their their so-called rivals lives impossible. I mean, believe it or not, they do that, and they don't hesitate, especially when they become very famous and powerful. They misuse that fame and power to their own advantage, and um, without any care or concern about the deeds. And as I said, there are no such thing as regrets and grievances for their actions, for they feel that they did what they had to do to sustain their position. If you really talk to them, they would say that they would try and justify such conduct, no matter how justifiable that might be. But then, for them, it's like, all is fair in war, that kind of a thing, because they kind of really take it to a level where they think that if anyone comes along and poses a challenge to them, then that means, they are done with, they will be gone. And, what happens to them, their image, their power, their status, and so on. So, there is a great deal of insecurity among some folks when they reach the pinnacle of success. Even reaching the pinnacle of success isn't enough for them. For they, one might say they are highly ambitious. There is nothing wrong in being ambitious, but at the same time, such ambitions should not be a should not be pursued at others' expense, which often happens in life.